Alright, what's up? So this is my third time doing this. I'm just gonna break down 10 TikTok shop winners based on Calo data. We're just gonna go through why these are winning ads. So first one here. Hopefully this is in English. I have Claude just set this up for me based on all my whole setup. So what's the difference between a glass baking dish and this one? Okay, let's see.
What's the difference in a glass baking dish and a Le Creuset roaster?
Okay, right away we got two props. So already you're interested, you're engaged, and then he's asking the difference. He's asking what's the difference between these two. The angle feels like it's like slightly upward, so he's gonna be helping you out with something. It's like someone you're looking to for advice. And then he's just showing you up close what they look like, so you feel like you're involved with it. And if you've ever wondered that, that's the audience, right? So it's going to show a demo, I'm assuming. It says demo here. Sophistication level, stage 4. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure if you're at all interested in different types of stuff like this, you've looked into them. Like, you've looked into the main ones that are available, and you've probably picked the one you like, but he's going to explain why I'm assuming this one's better. And then of course sophistication 4 means, yeah, like they're almost at stage 5, so that means they need a new mechanism. They need something that's hasn't been said before. It can't just be the same old stuff or like some basic thing. So it's past new mechanism. It's on to like new mechanism, which is like making sure that you're saying something about it, either calling the mechanism something else or just going more in depth into the mechanism if it's something that's already been used a bunch of times.
Well, first off, they will both bake your casseroles, lasagnas, and roast just fine, but that's
Okay, so objection handling right there. He goes, I mean, they're both good enough. So if that's like something that pops up in your head, like, who cares? It's gonna work either way. And then he's gonna give you an answer. I'm assuming. Let's see.
about where the similarities end. The versatility of
Okay, but that's about it. So now he's framing it as totally different. Like, of course they do the same thing, but everything about it is different. So now you're curious. You're like, okay, how is it completely different? You thought you knew it, right? You thought like, oh, I'm sure that they're pretty much the same. There's maybe one thing wrong, different with it. So just by him saying that everything's different, you're already curious, and it's gonna hit that stage 4 sophistication.
enameled cast iron is so much greater than the glass. You can start by
Also, the music is really fitting for this audience. Probably an older crowd, maybe 50 plus. I'm not 100% sure, but I would assume they want like some calm music. They're not into like quick visuals, so he's still using props, showing, keeping them engaged, but he's not doing like fast cuts and stuff. Like, you could tell this is for an older audience just by the way that the edit is done. Like, and it's very like raw. There's not like transitions and stuff, right? He's just like slowly showing the product. It's almost like live TV, like selling.
searing right on your stovetop, take it directly to your oven for baking, and finally deliver it right to your serving table where it's going to retain heat extremely well, keeping your dish nice and warm. With glass, you can put it in the oven to bake and maybe take it to your serving table, but it's going to feel more like something you would take to a potluck than something a chef would bring to your table. And it's going to get cold much faster.
Okay, so he's just going through some of the differences. At stage 5 sophistication, that's identity. So it's, what is my identity that makes me want to buy this? Not because, oh, this one has this mechanism. It's more like, I'm the type of person that buys the value, or the type of person that buys the nicer one, or the smarter products, whatever it may be. that's kind of what they're appealing to by saying you can just take it out like a chef would. So by saying it's like a chef would, it's like that next level of cookware where you're like, damn, I'm taking my stuff to the table um, like an amateur, right? I'm using cheap stuff, and the people that are cooking that are going to buy this type of thing are people that really care about presentation, um, because they spend a lot of time cooking the meal, right? So by saying it's how a chef would bring it out, I feel like that's a big thing. That's gonna make them go, okay. And then it goes with the name, right? Like the brand name already makes you think like this is nicer. It's like some fancy name, right? Um, so yeah, you're pretty much appealing to stage 5 almost in that. Could be 4, but um, yeah, not your basic pan or dish.
Browning and caramelization is also going to be much better on the enameled cast iron. It's deeper.
Okay, so I'm assuming this whole thing is going to be talking about it just being better, not the features, but more the benefits, like presentation. It's like he's talking about the final result. So the way it looks brown on top, the way you're serving it to the table. Yeah, we're going after someone that wants the nicer baking dish, for those reasons, to impress people, to look like they're, just they do it better than other people. They take their time. They take care of the meal in the right way. They use the right stuff.
Which means larger serving sizes and less spillover concern. It has 2 great heavy-duty handles, which makes it really easy to transport. It's enameled cast iron, so it's going to be extremely easy to clean. And this has a lifetime warranty, so it's going to be a piece of cookware you can pass down through the...
Okay, so right there you got the $100 million offer almost. We talked about the dream outcome, which is putting it on the table. The browning looks nice. He said it's easy to clean, easy to hold. I think he said something about fast. And then high chance of success is the guarantee, right? It's guaranteed to work, or you can get your money back.
Generations. This is glass, and you will probably buy a lot of these in your life.
Okay, and then these are older people. They're thinking about other generations. Younger crowds probably thinking about themselves. So if this person's thinking about others, you want to put stuff like that. Like, I can pass this down for generations. Also, this audience really likes like value. They don't like to just this. I feel like this age does. Not sure how much it costs, but I think they like the nicer thing that's also a value. Like it needs to last pretty much. They don't like things that are like made cheaply, for sure. So by saying they could pass it down, that's something they think about, right? And that it'll last.
Now, normally this is way overpriced in my opinion. I would never pay.
See that? So they like the value. This is way overpriced. That's something this audience will definitely say, like in their head or out loud, right? So he's just handling this objection by saying there's a deal, I'm sure, and that it's urgent.
Full price for this. But QVC finally put these on a great sale price, and at this price, it's an absolute steal. These popular colors are going really fast though, so if you want to grab one, I would do it quickly.
Okay, so the urgency is the color choices. I actually like that urgency because it's more believable than, oh, we're just selling out. Because if it's a good business, they're not just selling out constantly, right? They have enough stock for the demand. But I like the colors. That's a good one. Okay, next one. World Cup Father's Day exclusive for soccer lovers. Okay, it's a World Cup beer mug. Okay, novelty occasion gifting. Father's Day up. So we got the holiday. It's a demonstration. Again, same camera angle, right? Slightly up. So you're getting advice from this person that you're trusting, right? It's just like if you have a camera angle like facing downward, it's like you're the authority, right? This stuff matters, right? And then if it's like really close up, it's like a real intimate friend, like you really know them well, right? These are things to think about when you're recording ads or briefing UGC. I like the camera angles. A lot of times they won't do that because they don't know. They just will go with like an even camera angle, which you need to make it match the audience and what you're trying to do in the video. This is stage 5, so everyone's heard of a mug. Like, come on. Everyone's seen a mug. There's nothing you're going to hear about a mug that's going to make you go, oh, I need that, high-tech mug, right? You're going to it's going to be all purely identity. So, who am I? If I love soccer, I'm going to buy a soccer mug. That's the only thing mugs have left is identity. Oh, I like even if it's not like a branded mug, if it like looks really cool or it has like a crazy handle, then you're gonna be you're targeting the people that like weird mugs or cool looking mugs. It's not like, oh, it works better. It's the same stuff for the most part. Problem aware. They know they need a Father's Day gift. And officially licensed novelty converts, right? It's not just like, oh, I got you a knockoff FIFA mug, right? This one's legit, supposedly. So,
you have a soccer lover in your life.
Also, this text overlay is already, you know who it's for, you know the stakes, and you know why it's urgent. That's why you want to be clear, so they have the context who it's for, right? It's for fathers. The reason that the stakes are higher is because you don't have a gift for them yet, or you don't know what to get them, and obviously the urgency is the holiday.
Then you know how big of a deal the FIFA World Cup is, and so this is a Father's Day exclusive, and it worked out perfectly because.
Okay, so already they're making you curious by holding the box, the lights kind of messing with you with the camera or whatever. Just makes it feel authentic. You can see the kitchen in the back. You're just feeling like it's not like a setup UGC video. It feels legit, feels authentic. And then, yeah, she's just mentioning how the FIFA World Cup is a big deal. Just confirming what they already know. So
this is what my son picked out for his dad.
Okay, so I actually like that they did gifting. They did 2 gifting angles here. So, yeah, first you thought she was buying it for the husband, but which a lot of people do anyways, but like for the kids, and then you got the son buying it for the dad. So already you're thinking, oh, I could buy my husband that if you're a girl, or if you're a kid, son or daughter, you're thinking, oh, I could buy my dad this. So she's already calling out the audience that she wants to talk to.
They are these gorgeous beer glasses. I'm gonna take it out so you can see, but they're beer mugs. My husband is a beer drinker, so that's why my son.
I mean, as you can see, these aren't like something crazy. It's just a mug, right? But it's the identity factor. It's the fact that it's legit. It's FIFA. She's saying gorgeous. It's funny because you'd think they wouldn't say gorgeous because you're like, the father would never describe it as gorgeous, right? But think about who she's talking to. She's talking to wives or maybe daughters even, like, but probably wives. That's what wives want to hear, like, oh, those are really, those are pretty or whatever. And then that's going to make her want to buy it because she even if he would love it, she has to like it in some sense or think he's really going to like it, but she has to see the vision. If she doesn't see them as good looking, she's not going to get them. So she has to think they're gorgeous too.
But look how pretty these glasses are. It says the FIFA World Cup right here. The quality is amazing. You don't have to worry about it like peeling or anything.
Okay, so answering an objection, because it already looks like it would peel. 100% looks like that's going to peel after like one wash in the dishwasher. So she's answering the objection. It's not going to peel straight up.
When you wash them, but they're.
And scratching it a little bit too. So it looks like she's not trying to take care of it, like she's lying, and it is going to come off.
Gorgeous. I feel like I'm getting fingerprints all over it. But anyways, these are.
Okay, so just rubbing the towel. Not only does that make you more engaged because you're just watching her like rub the towel, right? You don't even realize this stuff, but you're like, why am I watching her rub a cup with a towel? It doesn't even like make sense, but it keeps you engaged. You're watching for some reason because it's kind of hard to see, and it's just something to watch, like while you're watching the video. That's just an engagement loop. That's what I call it, which is like putting things in the audience's face to make them stay engaged. You're not really curious about the cup. It's not a curiosity loop. It's an engagement loop because you're staying engaged, and then she's gonna do something else to keep you engaged, right? And then rubbing off the fingerprints is a good way to make it feel like high end. She's like, oh, I don't want to get fingerprints on it, like it's jewelry or something, right?
Father's Day exclusive, so make sure to get yours before they sell out. They're linked below.
Okay, showing the little turning off the camera makes it feel super authentic too, right? I think that's a good touch for UGC, especially on TikTok. And then the urgency, right? They're selling out. So realize all of these have urgency and a call to action. It's not like super strong, but yeah. All right, fruit, fresh cut fruit tool. Lifestyle demonstration, so just a demo. Sophistication 3, okay, so problem aware. They know that whatever this does helps with this chore. Okay, great hook. You got ASMR, a new fruit being put down. You're trying to figure out what's going on already. You're assuming it has to do with cooking, so already the audience knows who it's for. It's for people that like food or like food content or cook, right? Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, so weekly fruit prep. This is for people that like just satisfying videos or cooking videos. Very clear who it's for. The way that the hook was like a pattern interrupt, it's lets you know it's going to be satisfying and lets you know it's going to be probably like a high quality video because the hook was high quality, right? Everyone decides in the first like 1.5 seconds if they're going to watch a video. Like they're going to decide, is this for me? Is this quality enough? And then am I like curious at all, right? Which she hit all three. Okay, so she's washing the fruit. I mean, I don't know if she just always does that, or that can be, I think that's a little controversial. People would probably comment on that, to do it or to not do it. But obviously she's just going through ASMR stuff, prepping the fruit, which is just satisfying videos. Okay, so just ASMR, and then she's switching between third person point of view, first person point of view. I think that's cool for prep videos because you want to imagine yourself doing these things, and like it helps the audience imagine that, right? Which I don't know if she's selling this. Yeah, she's not selling this, but she'll get to it. Also, if you're watching this, you're probably trying to learn something. So she's getting creative with a little creative, like with the way that she's prepping stuff. Like, I think I'm not like 100% about this audience, but it looks like she's doing some cool stuff. That's like, oh, so that's how you cut a watermelon. Like, that's a little different, I think, from the way most people would cut it. I have no idea what the product was. Maybe it was these. Well, whatever it is, this this audience. That's funny. I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was the knife, or maybe it was the prep stuff. Either way, did a good job of showing a demo of those two things, I think. So whatever it was like a low-key plug. She didn't say anything about it, obviously. If these sold, then it must have just been a great demo. Sometimes when you have a demo, when you have a product that's like a good product for a demo, I think that it's best to just demo in every single video. A lot of times people would try to do other type of formats, but it's like just do viral stuff that goes with your demo. Like do viral formats and concepts that go with the demo. Just keep it simple. I think that works best. Okay, ab core trainer. Okay, well, obviously, really weird pattern interrupt little video here. I mean, obviously, this is the center of the video, so it's gonna grab attention, of course. It's like a strange, you just see like body parts kind of like randomly. You don't really know what's going on. So instantly makes you curious, but you can tell that the person's in really good shape. You can tell they're wearing workout gear, and you can tell that they're exercising for sure. It's obviously a girl, obviously pink. So much going on in this visual that you don't have to figure out who it's for. You instantly know who it's for. And you're curious. You're like, okay, this looks like a workout machine I've never seen. I want to know what it is, so I'm going to stay and find out. Okay, you got the music that matches the audience. Like this is like workout, like cycling. Like I take classes. I pay for specific classes that I go to, and they play that type of music in these classes. So it's cool. Just a good it reminds you of the vibe. Like that's like a feeling that these people enjoy. It's like almost an emotional trigger. They're like, oh, I remember how good it feels to do these workouts in those settings. So it just gives them that same vibe. Okay, then now they got it in like a regular home. I think it's really important that you have the setting matching the audience. Like they need to picture it in their house. If your audience has a like really nice modern home and you do it in a small little apartment, they're not gonna vibe with that. It's gonna be like, oh, that's not for me. So you want to make sure that, like, especially if you're doing any AI stuff, like definitely make sure the background is on point. Super important. And then same with like outfits. Look, I think that's Lululemon, right? So people notice like that little circle seems so tiny. People notice that stuff. Okay, so this is another one. It's a demo. If you have a cool demo you can do a cool demo and just try to find ways to make it. You either use like viral concepts. This is probably a viral song too. It sounds for sure like it would be. And then she's just doing a demo, right? Look here, other stuff that's just like relatable. Like type of person that's gonna buy this probably has this stuff in their house, right? Stuff like that. I think she's doing a full body workout to show that I can. Oh no, okay, it's mostly abs, but just doing other workouts. Stage 4, sophistication. So people have seen all types of workout stuff. This one's obviously pretty different. Like I don't think most people have seen something like this. So, but the demo works. Like they get it. They don't have to. You don't have to explain like, oh, it uses this technology and stuff. It's different for sure. Yeah. So targeting busy moms. So you got a little cross right here. Little things like that make a huge difference. That's why it's making money. And then like the fridge had I think it had like a family picture on it. So stuff like that. The hook was curiosity. It's like a pattern interrupt. These people are solution aware. They've heard of many core trainings for home or core equipment for home. So they're going through and seeing the different options. What's the difference? This is showing the difference, I think, with this demo. The dog in there, just relatable. Like they're gonna think of their own dog. So that just helped them picture it in their own head. Also, a lot of like sitting, a lot of like laying on your back, just making it look easy to use. Like people, it's funny, people want, especially like, busy moms, they want something fast, and even though it's not easy, they want it to look easy. Like, and I feel like it does a good job of making it look pretty easy. And then obviously the UGC creator they match the target audience. She looks like a busy mom, about the right age. She's fit, so that's who they want to see in a video like this. They don't want to see someone that looks like where they're at right now. That's an important distinction to have. Like when you're making, I have a research prompt that does this, where it looks at what kind of creators to use based on what this audience, who the audience is, but also who they want to see in an ad. Sometimes they want to, if depending on what you're selling, sometimes they want to see someone just like them because they relate, or sometimes they want to see someone that looks better than them, or they want to see someone that looks how they see themselves, even if that's not how they look. So those three things are important. Okay, and then just a couple features at the end and a call to action, right? And urgency, it's on sale. So see how they didn't, you're at stage 4. That just tells you how important those like features are. It's not that important. Like easy to clean up, cool. Tracks calories, cool. Everything does that, right? So at stage 4, you don't make that a big deal. Sometimes people make that the hook, and it's like no one cares about that, so you're not even gonna have them focused on the right thing. Stage 4, like I said, you're past I've seen everything. And then this is like an identity thing right here, the pink. This is only for girls, only for women. Yeah. All right, fitness again. Stage 4, treadmill. So stage 4, I always can go into stage 5 too. Like it's sometimes it's hard to differentiate, right? But there must be some new mechanism here. Solution aware again, same as the last one. It says angle identity, so I'm assuming it might be stage 4/5. So it's going to be an identity thing. Let's see the treadmill. Obviously, I love when people use the hand right there. It tells you where to look. If she just recorded this treadmill, it'd be super boring, right? So she's putting her hand right there to tell you where to look. Finally found a treadmill with arms. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. It's doing pretty well, but so obviously it's for a treadmill, and it's for women. That's a woman's hand easily. So let's see.
Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Working out for me.
Okay, that's definitely a trending audio, I'm pretty sure. So we got the vibe. That's like identity right there. Like doing music over a demo is identity. That's not like because you're not explaining anything. It's just like if you get it, you get it. If you don't, that's not your identity. It's not for you. Saying that it's a treadmill with arms, I'm assuming it's hard to find. So that's in a saturated market. That's something that even a saturated market, they don't have that, I guess. Let's see.
Working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out.
And then showing her shoes, like the way even the way that the sleeve is on her hand, it just kind of tells you like she has a personality, right? It's not just like people see these things, like you see, okay, this sleeve, she puts it up on her hand, she wears these type of shoes. It's an identity thing. Do I match with that, or do I act like that?
For me, everything is working out for me. Working out. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me.
Okay, so it looks like it's next to a wall. It looks really small. Like it looks really like petite. So I think that's it must be rare to have like a small one with arms, right? I think
working out for me. Working out for me. Everything is working.
I think just showing the demo and making it look nice, like she's touches certain things, rubs the handles. You're engaged. It's short, but it just gets to the point. It's a treadmill with handles. It looks nice. You see what it would look like from her perspective. You can paint a picture. She paints the picture for how it would look if you used the treadmill. Nothing crazy because again, stage 4. There's nothing else to talk about besides the arms. At that point, it's just it looks good, and there's a vibe when you see this ad. So simple. It's crazy how these can work, right? And these are like, this is low-hanging fruit. Like if you can find some trends that are super short like this, you'll be surprised. Okay, I think this is the last fitness one. This one's doing pretty good. It's a transformation, personal endorsement. Hook type is an authority, testimonial authority, because he's in shape, right? Stage 3, home gym equipment, where there's a benefit mechanism story. Okay. So it's a stage 3. It's a mechanism, right? It's like, oh, this pull-up bar is different. It does like a bunch of different stuff, right? Solution where they've heard of all types of pull-up bars before, but I'm assuming this one's like more. It just does more. So right here, the text, very important. They have text overlays. A pull-up bar that's actually a full body workout. Okay, so you've heard that a million times. Oh, the pull-up bar, you can do everything on it. But it's not true. It's like, it's just a bar, and it's like asking you to get creative and to come up with all these workouts and stuff. I know a little bit about this one. So saying it's a pull-up bar, it's for fitness. We got this guy running up. You got it in like it looks like an older looking like house. So that's the audience you're going after, like people that are probably in this price range. This is probably like relatable, right? You got the photos, family photos and stuff. A lot of like younger dudes will put this in their house, like a pull-up bar, becoming a man and start lifting and doing pull-ups and stuff, right? Actually saying it's actually a full body workout just speaks to like the objection, like, oh, I've seen a pull-up bar before that does so many things, this and that, but it was never like what it was cracked up to be. So he's gonna obviously talk about that. Let's see. It's good. You have like a little bit of junk in the house. Looks like a real person lives there. Relatable. So that's gonna make you think it's a legit testimonial. It's not like just someone talking, selling.
So can your pull-up bar do this?
So pattern interrupt immediately. Dude's in great shape, so automatically trust him. And then him running, that's a crazy test. And like jumping on that's insane, especially at that level. Because usually it hooks up here. Even when you hook up here, it's not smart to do that. Like, definitely dangerous. Every pull-up bar says not to do that. So by him running up, that's a crazy objection answer right there. He's like, this is not like a pull-up bar you've ever seen. Great hook. And then leaving like the messed up audio in there just makes it feel authentic as well. He's like jumping all over. He's being rough with it, so really shows that it's different. That's something, like I said, I've never seen something like that.
Can your pull-up bar train dips?
Oh.
Can your pull-up bar train inverted back rows like this? And watch how fast.
Yeah, this is actually cool. I've never seen. I actually want this. This is pretty cool. He's showing the demos of things where you're like, okay, it's not just a pull-up bar. You can actually, just putting it here is crazy. I don't even know how that's possible. I guess there's pressure. but very cool that you could do dips and stuff. So those are like the mechanisms that stage 3 cares about. Like, I'm not like a super expert on pull-up bars, but you know, I've heard of them, and I need like something different if I'm gonna get a pull-up bar to get excited about, right?
I can take this off my door frame if I want to adjust it, or if I want to take it off completely and move it to a different doorway. Boom, like that. And then watch how fast I can set this up. Line this up, and all
Okay, so again, you're curious about the mechanism because you're like, that's cool. So if you bring up a mechanism, you want to explain why that mechanism works, right? So the mechanism is that is like the science behind why it's so strong, like it's way stronger. And then you can do, but by doing those, by being able to put it right there, that's the mechanism which allows you to do other workouts. But that's the mechanism, is that the strength. And then he goes into like how that strength comes about, and he's just showing like a demo of how easy it is and stuff.
do is start twisting. No tools, no screws, no
Okay, boom, another objection answer right there. Usually sometimes they're easy. There's one that like hooks to the top. That one was got really popular because it was easy to set up, so it has that covered. But it looks like the fact that it can do like lower settings and it's just as easy is a big deal. Makes it look, and then the fact that he's doing the demo right there, real time, it's not sped up, it's not cut. You know it's legit. Like, wow, it's that fast.
Installation required. All I have to do is twist up towards these arrows, and it's gonna get tighter, and just like that. Look, but it's not level. So good thing it comes with a level here, so you can get it exactly how you want it. So,
and that's just like a little feature, nothing crazy. But obviously, if you're doing this, if you're not going with this, like hooking it up to here, you need a level, because this is automatically level when you hook it up there. So that's crucial. That's another objection answer, really, because you're like, it's crooked. How do I do it straight? So they have the answer.
if I scooch this down a little bit, put this level back on. Most pull-up bars you're installing, you think they're straight, but they're actually a little bit off, which is actually affecting your gains because you're doing uneven pull-ups. And all I do again is...
Okay, so then he's talking about the dream outcome. He's mentioning, he's talking about, well, he's pointing out that's really urgency. If it's yeah. So to me, that's the urgency, is that your gains are being affected. The whole reason you're doing it is being affected if you have a pull-up bar that's not this one. That's what he's saying.
Tighten towards the arrows here. Once it gets tighter and you can't twist it anymore, you put these PVC grips down, and then you put these red sliders in like this to prevent it from rotating, so now it's secure even more.
Okay, and just the way that this is set up with like a really sleek, cool looking design, very masculine, right? That's just like some identity appeal. That's not the main stage we're at, but that's cool. Like, they made it look cool, so there's a reason people are buying it. Not only does it do all that stuff, but it looks cool. Like the color code, like the orange highlight right there, the way that you twist it, it just looks like a dude would like it.
And now you're good to go anywhere up to 330 pounds, and you can do pull-ups on this thing. My favorite part about this is I can just slide this down and then tighten it again if I want to get different types of workouts.
Okay, and then showing when you move it, it's even easy too. Because I can see why people would be like, oh, but if I have to keep moving it, it'd be annoying for sure. But he makes it look easy and quick.
So now if I want...
He did cut there, but it still looks easy enough. You're already like trusting the guy if you're this far.
I can get dips here in the front. I can come to this other side.
And then by showing that he's in shape, he has the authority. And like I said, if I'm buying this, I don't want to see someone that looks like me. I want to see someone that's in way better shape. So I believe them, and it helps me picture, okay, that's who that's for. I want to be like that, right?
Front dips and train my triceps. And I can even train my legs here. It's also really nice is that this has really nice padded grips with high quality, so you won't get calluses and you won't.
Okay, see how he's like putting his hands out? Like, he could have just said you won't get calluses, but he's like, you won't get calluses. So by just doing these hand motions, these gestures, he's always doing something. He's never just talking. That's boring, right? All the ads that perform, there's something going on visually.
Have an uncomfortable grip while you're doing these. So if you want to do pull-ups right in your doorway.
And with exercise stuff, the easiest way is just to do exercise, right? Like, it's not that hard. That's what they want to see. Do the exercise, and it's engaging. It makes you want to watch.
Pretty much every other body exercise, because this is basically a full body workout tool without ever having to worry about it falling off. Go check this out in the orange card that I put below. These have sold out before. They will sell out again, so go get them before they do.
Okay, selling out, urgent. Okay, outdoor camping. So the angle is agitation to relief. Hook type is relatability. Stage 3, new mechanism. So we'll see what the mechanism is. Problem aware. They know mosquitoes are a problem. They don't really know what to do about it. They've probably heard of spray. That's probably about it. Mosquitoes will hate you for this. So if you like the outdoors, you know the mosquitoes are a problem. So you're probably looking for a solution. And it's kind of funny saying that they'll hate you for this. People like negativity. So if you put hate, it creates a story. Imagining a mosquito hating you. You're like, why? Makes you question. And this, you're already questioning, what is this guy doing? He's like leaning down and there's like a thing over him and like a mesh net. So you're trying to figure out what this guy's doing immediately.
Basically have your own...
Okay, pattern interrupt, just throwing it up in the air. Simple, just, not simple, but you need to do something that someone's going to stop and say, why did he do that? Or why is he doing that? If you can. Like, that's always great. Think about the last one. He's running down the hallway and jumping. You're like, well, this guy's doing the most. What is he doing? Same with this guy. He's throwing this camper or this, like, tent up, right? Oh, this is the tent. Okay, perfect. He's throwing the product up. So, if you can do that, do it. Mosquitoes will hate you for this. He still has that up. Let's see.
Might be one of the smartest camping setups I've seen in a while. This
guy looks like a camper, dude. Like, immediately, you know this dude loves fishing, camping, maybe guns, right? Dude looks like that's who you trust when you're going camping. Like, to a T. He says it's legit, it's the smartest. These guys, you know, I feel like this audience likes to feel very, very practical, very practical, and like you said, smart when it comes to going camping and doing things outdoors. It's like a masculine need to like feel like you know what's going on, and you're just like, I don't know how to put it, just, you take it serious and you're like about it, and you know what you're doing. I guess that's the best way to put it. You know what you're doing.
screened-in gazebo is supposed to set up in under a minute, and honestly, I thought that sounded like BS, but once it's up,
Okay, so saying it's super easy setup. 1 minute is absolutely crazy. And if you've ever put up a tent, you know how annoying that could be. It's never like super quick and easy. It's always annoying. So the fact that he's saying it's 1 minute and he's like, oh, I thought it was BS. He's just answering an objection. And that's how his people talk. That's how he talks. That's how this audience talks. They say BS. Like, oh, God, yeah, I've heard that before, right? That's what they... Like, a different audience isn't going to say BS. They're going to say a scam. Or they're going to say hard to believe, you know? Like, this guy's like, that's BS. They're just real, like I said. They want to be, like, authentic. So it just makes you trust him more by him just saying BS. And then, obviously, answering the objection. You're like, okay, so it does set up in a minute. That's crazy.
basically have your own portable outdoor
I think that might be the mechanism, is that it sets up in 1 minute.
room. This is the 12-foot camping gazebo by Vivor, and it is fully enclosed with...
Because I've seen other stuff like this. I don't know if they set up in a minute, though. Usually they're, like, pretty complex, the setup. So that could be it. But it looks awesome. Just, again, this is one where you show the demo, and it's just cool. Like, you don't need to do a ton of selling here. The mechanism shows for itself. It's set up in a minute, and it looks awesome, and you can hang out under there. It's a little funny because it's camping, but like you're like creating a building to go under. It's a little bit funny, but I mean, it's a tent. So it's like a tent outside of the tent, like where everyone hangs out.
Mesh walls, so you can actually hang out outside without getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, and that alone makes this thing worth it. And it also comes with 6 detachable side panels, so if the wind picks up, it starts raining.
Okay, so just features now, nothing crazy, but those are pretty much like mechanisms. I think most have these, but it's like you gotta have it. So just like walls you can put up.
Or you just want some privacy, you can close the whole thing off, or keep it wide open so you can just enjoy the outdoors without bugs landing all over your food. It's big enough.
Okay, so just talking about more problems. He didn't go too deep into the agitation of the mosquitoes. It's more like it blocks mosquitoes, but this is like really cool. I guess it's obvious it's for mosquitoes, right? Otherwise, why would you even be in there? But
for 6 to 8 people, it'll fit right over a picnic table and still leaves plenty of room for coolers, chairs, and gear.
Looks really big, like the way he did the video. I think he just did a good job of showing a demo. It's nothing crazy. Like putting stuff inside was a big deal. Like showing how big it is. Putting these things in, that's the only reason you know how big it is. Otherwise, you have no idea how big it is if you just have like this here or one cooler. So filling the space makes it very clear for the audience. I think that's the biggest thing, is making sure the audience knows what it looks like and feels like when it comes to buying something big like this. They want to know before they buy. They're not just going to buy because it looks cool. They want to know it looks cool. I've seen how big it is. I have seen, I can fit tables in there. A bunch of people can sit in there. Like you can tell how many people. So that's just important.
The craziest part is the whole thing folds down into one carry bag. Camping, river trips, lake days, backyard bar.
Okay, doing a lot of different camera angles throughout this whole video. Really cool. That keeps you engaged, right? He's not just showing a video of the area or the tent the whole time, just like boring. He's like switching camera angles, talking from different areas, a lot of hand gestures, holding things, and then it talks about that it all fits in one thing. I feel like that's just part of the mechanism too. Like this is one of those things where it has a lot of cool things that are not normal, I guess. I'm not sure about the bag though. I think the other ones might do that too. I'm not sure.
Barbecues, kids sports, this thing just makes way too much.
Okay, so it gives you a bunch of ways you can use it, not just for camping. So it kind of justifies the purchase, because you're like, oh, like if you already made it to this point, you've been emotionally interested, and now you're like, logically, I could also use it for those other things. So it's like an investment. Which is kind of like warming you up to the price, because you're like, I can use it for a bunch of stuff, and it's awesome. So
Sense. Only problem is these things sell out every single year, so if you still see them linked down below the video, I'd pick one up before camping season hits.
yeah, I like that he showed a lot of different angles too. I like that he showed the outside earlier, and then showing this entrance is really cool. Like that got me right there. That made me think this looks really cool from the outside. Like that's important. You want it to look good, right? And then he just threw in the urgency. They sell out again. Everything's selling out, but urgency, you got to do it. There's better ways to do it, but if it works, it works.
Full swing.
Full swing. That's just another thing. That's like audience lingo, insider language that these people are using, right? This audience. You want to try to sneak those in. I think I only noticed maybe 3 or 4 things that he said that were like specific lingo with this audience. But that goes a long way. When they hear that, they're like, oh, this is my type of guy. People notice it. Okay, folding camp chair. That's gotta be, I was like, that's gotta be 4 or 5 sophistication level. Everyone's seen a camping chair. It's not that crazy. Objection reversal. Okay. That's the angle. Let's see. The hook is curiosity. I was so mad. Okay, so he's telling a story, right? You think it's gonna be like an authentic like drama story, right? Let's see. Okay, and it looks like it's looks a little staged, but it looks like he might have set up his phone and then caught this casually, right? but there's two people. You're wondering who's mad. You're like, is it her? Is it him? So already you're kind of curious. You're like, it's probably going to be funny.
What is that?
And then also, when you show couples in general, I think it's a good way to make people relate, because you're like, the girl's going to act a certain way and the guy's expected to act a certain way. They're both expected to act a certain way. And it's kind of funny to see just how different guys and girls are. I think couples is like just a good way to get people interested. And they're really close, so you know that they're going to have like an authentic interaction. It's not going to be like two strangers being polite or something.
It's my new chair I got off the TikTok shop. Isn't it nice?
Yeah, that looks awesome, but I'm stuck in this thing. I don't even...
Okay, cool. So, really cool. That's a new mechanism. I've never seen a chair that rocks like that. But really cool, because everyone knows those chairs can get like, it gets like kind of like start to hurt your back a little bit, and just they're not super comfortable. So I think everyone would like one of these, anyone that's ever used one of these. So that hits the stage 4. It's a new mechanism. Never heard of it. The curiosity, yeah. So objection reversal. Well, we haven't gotten to that yet, but just a cool demo. She's showing it in action, and it looks like it worked good on the grass, even with these big chunks. So let's see what he says. It's obviously a skit at this point, though. So you're like, maybe it'll be funny. It's a little cheesy, but I think this audience is willing to stay. This isn't obviously I think this is for, I think the same crowd as the last one, a little bit older, at least 30s, 40s, maybe 50s. People that are going camping that buy these chairs. I don't think young people are necessarily buying chairs like this, like wherever they, unless, I think these are like for camping, sports, you know, those type of events.
have cup holders.
Yeah, that is a piece of trash. But look at this. This chair literally...
That's one thing, is a lot of those chairs sometimes don't have cup holders, which is crazy. But yeah, that's really annoying. Something I've noticed. This one has cup holders. It rocks. It looks really wide. Let's see what else.
rocks. It has 2 mesh side pockets and a cup holder, plus a massive...
Okay, using the hand. I love these because it tells you where to look. The audience stays engaged the whole time. You're not just showing random things and expecting them to do the work to figure out how it works, right? He's showing demos of everything and pointing to things so you know where to look. Making it feel just very easy to flow through the video, and you feel like you're being presented to. It's low effort, low, you don't have to think very much.
Insulated pouch to hold several drinks and keep them cold at the beach or field.
Okay, cool. Couple little features. These aren't like a big deal, but that is kind of cool, having like a little cooler. Nothing crazy. Obviously, the rocking is the biggest thing.
Plus, it's super wide, so you can sit however you want and still
That's really cool. So, again, just going through features.
be comfortable. And it can hold up to 400 pounds, so you don't have to worry about breaking it.
That's another mechanism. I think they usually go to 3 something. It's pretty high, but nothing crazy. It's the mechanism of holding a lot of weight, but they upped it a little bit.
Oh, wow, this is super nice. Where'd you say you got this again?
I got it off.
Okay, and then showing, like I said, couples are good because you can show from the guy's perspective and the girl's perspective. They probably could have done a little bit more with showing like the benefits for a guy versus the benefits for a girl. Like, I think that would go a long way. Like saying, oh, putting juice boxes for the kids if it's like a girl, or the guy can say, oh, you can hold your I guess you can't put your beer, but like just something that's more like tailored to guys and girls. I think it would go, it could even improve this, but
The TikTok shop, but with
TikTok
summer
shop.
coming up, demand is already going crazy on
Okay, that's
these.
good.
So I'll
Someone
drop
go
a
to
link
sleep.
below, but if it's gone, they probably already sold out.
okay, so fake urgency again, but all good, you gotta do it. Hopefully you're using real urgency. Okay, another rocker chair outdoor.
I've had this rocking camping chair for over a year now, and I've since purchased 2 more because my family consistently fights over them. Great.
Okay, so this looks like, I guess it's for women, but it doesn't, she's not camping, so maybe she has it like just a chair for like outside, just like for the backyard or the front porch or something, right? People don't always want like an old school wooden rocking chair, so this is like a new school rocker chair. But that's the same as last time. It's a rocking like little camping chair. The hook type is authority. We'll see. Social proof. Let's see.
The beach, camping, kids sport.
Okay, so talking about all the different ways you can use it. Let's see.
Events just to sit in my yard and watch my kids play. Recline is perfect. I've definitely felt.
Yeah, I was gonna say this looks less like a camping audience and more like moms at home or like in the backyard and front yard, right? Maybe even husbands, but I think they're gonna be the ones buying it. It looks like that. That doesn't look like a camping chair. That looks like a sleek modern chair. So it's almost not even, I wouldn't even count it as camping really. I would count it more as like I think we're at like stage 5 and it's just like a chair. Just like an outdoor chair, I guess. I guess that would be, I don't know. To me, it's more stage 5 because look how it looks. It's like sleek. It looks like almost, I don't know if it's leather or whatever it is. It's like an identity, like a nice sleek chair that I can rock in. That's the mechanism,
I'm
rocking.
sleeping here a few times. Has a nice cushion pillow, a little pocket on the side that can hold a drink can, and it's super lightweight, folds up into a nice traveling case. They have a hard time keeping this one in stock, but
It's like smaller too, so I don't see it being for guys. It looks like a small chair.
if you still see that link, I would pick one up while you can.
And then she mentions her kids, so it has to be for women. This is something like my fiance would probably want for our porch. Like I would want a different type of chair, and then she would want this, like to rock, right? Yeah, that's it for that one. Last one, portable water bottle pump. Let's see what it does. Looks like it does something interesting for sure. I need this. This is what you put when it's like something where the visual is carrying, right? The visual is carrying a lot of curiosity already. So you just need to put, I need this. It's like just a comment, just a reaction, commentary. Curiosity, yep, that's the hook. Novelty, yep, like, and then anyone that's seen like little cheesy little things like this, right? This is how they start out usually. It's first person point of view. There's like little gadgets and knickknacks or whatever. Stage 2, 3, you don't need to do nothing crazy. You just need to show something kind of cool. That like just a mechanism, right? Just something like, oh, I've never seen something like that. Unaware, problem aware. Maybe they know the problem, maybe they've never seen it, but it's so cheap that they're probably like, I'll get one. This is cool.
Whoever invented this little thing honestly deserves a raise.
Okay, great hook. Still curious. That's another curiosity loop. Whoever invented this needs a raise. You have no idea what it does yet. Still have no idea. Look at that. Even when putting that in there, you're like, what is that? And then you're like, oh, is it an air pump? Is it a water bottle pump? Let's see.
But yeah, I'm actually returning mine. Not because it does.
Okay, so another curiosity loop. I'm returning mine. You're like, why are you returning it? Yeah, more curiosity.
Work. Once you put on the right nozzle, it pulls the air out insanely fast. A fully blown up float.
Okay, so very simple. She made you curious. It's like a cool little gadget, and then she showed what it does. Simple little demo.
Can be packed down in under a minute. And yes, it inflates.
Okay, inflates and deflates. Cool. Does everything I need when it comes to inflatables. Not something I need immediately, but that's very cool.
Fast too. But the part that really makes it worth it is how fast it deflates everything when you're done. No more blowing stuff up by mouth, and no more sitting there pressing the air out.
This is great for summer. Probably killing it right now, right? And then it just shows that it's fast. And it can do many different things. So it looks like high chance of probability. Shows the dream outcome. Easy, fast, yeah.
After pool day, you just use the right nozzle. One side inflates, and when you flip it over, the
Only a couple buttons. Looks really
other side
simple.
pulls the air right back out. Super convenient. But here's the real reason I'm returning mine. I bought it before the price dropped. Now it's on sale
Nice.
with free shipping. If you deal with inflatables in the summer, this makes the whole
Yep.
thing way easier. And with free shipping right now, it's kind of a no-brainer. If you want one, the link's right here. Grab it before the price goes back up.
Okay, so important. Woman's voice she has nails on. She's talking about, obviously showing like stuff for kids. Talking about summer. So those things all point to what it's for and who it's for. Yeah, so if you want the full... Oh, what is this? What's the system? Yeah, check out my website if you need ads, creative strategy, creative systems, whatever. See you guys next week.